All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, and today's lesson, okay, women, stop using your body and start using your brain. Okay, and this lesson came to me. I was meditating upon an article that I came across early this morning when I woke up, and I posted it. And the story was that you had a woman that was raped on the train. And the interesting thing was that the train wasn't even empty. The train had people on it, but according to the article, nobody did anything. And pretty much they just recorded and watched, and nobody really did anything. They didn't even call 911. I believe they said one of the employees that works for that train service is the one that called 911, or called the authorities, and so on and so forth. All right, which, when I read it, I was like, man, that's crazy, but thinking about that, the title came to me concerning this lesson, because especially here in America, due to the fact that pretty much everything has been over-sexualized or is over-sexualized, a lot of women have become comfortable with the idea of using their body, or using sexual favors or seduction or enticement to get what they want. Okay. And because of that, a lot of women have become high-minded, proud, and oblivious to the reality of what life can bring their way. So that's why I titled it, Stop Using Your Body and Start Using Your Brain, because for a lot of women out there that are going to get caught out there, okay, not all women, but a lot of them, because they're so used to, just dressing a certain kind of way, talking to somebody a certain kind of way to get certain things. When the time comes, all right, where that's not going to be benefiting you anymore, a lot of women are not going to know how to use this, okay, because yeah, like the brother put in, become victims, playing that card. Now, naturally, a man is stronger than a woman. So most of the time, if you watch like certain shows or movies and stuff, you'll see a woman use subtlety, or use her head to get out of certain situations, because she knows that if she had to go head on with for her, it wouldn't work out in her favor. But if she can, either be smart and wise and not end up in certain situations, okay, or if she can use her mind to try and find a way out, that'll benefit her, okay. But you gotta now start thinking, yo, we're living in times when shit like this is happening more frequent. Is things are getting more dire. It's like pretty much people don't really care. Everybody has a individualistic mindset. So don't expect that if something happens to you, especially not after this, that if something happens to you, everybody's just gonna jump in, just because you're a woman or just because you're screaming for help. And that's gonna be the new theme, all right, for the times we're coming into. People are not going to help you. You may have some that may try, but for the most part, people are just gonna, if they could do it on a train, the society has conditioned people not to get involved, not to care. Mind your own business. Okay? So I'm gonna start off here in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 5, because what you're gonna realize is that your body or your looks can't get you out of everything. And especially not out of these evil days, because you're not going to entice the angels, and you ain't going to entice the Most High. All right? Or Yahweh Shai. That's why you have Ezekiel 9 and 5. So this is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. Oh, man. You know what? Let me actually start at 1. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, an end, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways. Okay? And will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. So this is going to apply to the people. A lot of you Israelites are going to, in the book of Peter, it says that judgment is going to begin at the house of God. All right? So it's going to start with really us who know we're Israelites, but it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. It doesn't mean that it's not going to affect others, but Jake, your name is in there. All right? It's specifically titled Jacob's trouble. Now it says, and I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations, all your wickedness, all right, all your transgressions, because the elect, the Lord said he's not going to impute the iniquity upon them, all right, because he's going to exempt them, those that are written in the Lamb's book of life. But for the rest, you're going to have to pay for it yourself. Verse 4, and my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. See, so the Lord has many ways of bringing judgment to come to pass. An example would be that situation with the woman on the train. That was an example of the Lord bringing judgment upon her. That's why he put the spirit on whoever was in there not to even step in there to help. You know? So the Lord can bring judgment to come to pass. It doesn't always have to be divine, you know, in the sense where it's theatrical, but he can bring it to come to pass using people, putting a certain kind of spirit on somebody to come and do something to you. So knowing that, you should start thinking, yo, maybe it's not a good idea for me to walk down this road. Maybe I should try to get home before this time. You know, maybe I should try to, you know, things that you can do in your life that'll prevent you from ending up in situations where you're vulnerable, or you're more vulnerable than you already are. Because there's a spirit going around in people, and you got demons hopping on people, and judgment is going out left and right. So now isn't the time to be going out late, partying and clubbing and dressing, you know, provocatively, because you might just get grabbed up in some alleyway by somebody, and he might do something to you. Now, there was a story that came out, I believe, a month or two ago, and there was this girl who, and there was a brother that did a video on it. I can't remember his channel exactly, but there was a short clip of her running, and she's basically naked, and she's running in the street in the middle of the night, you know, and she's talking about, oh, she got raped by two guys, and then they chased her and followed her and raped her again or something like that, you know. And then when you go on her Instagram page, pretty much she was just one of those girls that just posts, you know, whatever, you know. Chances are she probably went to meet them and things didn't go as planned, and then things turned out this way and that way. But first off, when you try to tell a woman maybe you shouldn't be outside around this time, because especially not by yourself, they'll get mad at you and curse you out and call you all manner of names. You know, what are you trying to say? You think I'm weak? Are you sexist? That's toxic masculinity. You know, blah, 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 blah. But then when you end up in some shit like that, whose fault is it? You know, you can cry all you want, but people are still, events like that are still going to happen. Rape, assault, all of these things have been there from even the ancient world. You know, so your cries are not going to change that today. Meaning, you gotta use your brain. You know, put away the pride. Stop thinking that you can just give somebody a certain look or whatever, and no, it's getting to the point where people are not trying to play games. People are not trying to talk. You know, a lot of these men out here, they're not trying to talk to you. They just want that. You know, and then some of them just get fed up of playing the take you out on a date, get your number, try to talk to you, and you talking to 10 other dudes, and you playing this game, and some of them, they just like, nah, F that. Jail ain't a problem for them. You know, but very soon, when things get even worse, as we're about to read, the only thing, as you can see, based on that story, the only thing that's between a woman and destruction is quote unquote law enforcement, because nobody on that train stepped in to help her. So if the police wasn't at the stop waiting, you know, to apprehend the dude, and nobody was willing to help her, and there was no such thing as 911 or police, then what? You know, who are you going to rely on? Because that's the first thing, right? Oh, I'm going to call my brother, or I'm going to call the cops, or I'm going to call such and such. But as I did a video on, I believe yesterday or the day before, they're saying that 911 is becoming a problem. All right, it's becoming hard to reach 911 because of the shortages, the labor shortages. And they said the system itself was already stretched out as it was. And then you hit them with a whole pandemic, and then you have labor shortages. So soon 911 is going to become so not helpful that it becomes obsolete. And then you're stuck out here as the food shortages get more intense and people start getting crazier, and Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, kicks in full effect. People are breaking into houses and wilding out and burning shit and breaking, all manner of hell breaking loose. Then what? How are you going to be good? Who's going to help you then? You got to think about these things, because a lot of women are going around making themselves targets. The way you talk to people, you go on social media and she's posting her ass, she's posting her body, she's posting this location here. I live here. Come pay me a visit here. But they never think that these things are going to come back to them, because the Lord has a judgment coming for everybody and he doesn't discriminate. So let's keep reading in Ezekiel 7, verse 5. It says, Salaki, I'm going to read verse 4 again. And my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. So it doesn't matter how much you scream for help or how much you cry. The Lord is, whatever happens to you is going to be judgment from the Heavenly Father, by Hashem Yahushai. And he just said he's not going to have pity. So he's not going to take that spirit off the individual to stop or to chill. It says, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. See, people gonna know, they're gonna know, yeah, no, hey, there's a power, there's a God doing this, but it's gonna be so bad, and it's gonna be no mercy. And the Lord is giving you a heads up, letting you know, when I unleash, I'm not gonna have mercy. So make sure that you do everything in your power not to be on the side on which I'm going to unleash hell upon. Because I'm telling you that I'm not going to have mercy. I'm not going to have mercy. All right? The time of mercy is now. You take it or you leave it. But when those doors close, it doesn't matter who you are, how much you scream, what you say, you're going to get judged. Okay? Verse 5, it says, thus saith the Lord God, an evil, and the word evil means a bad time. Okay? An evil, a bad time, and only evil, behold, is come. Verse 6, and the end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it is come. The end of the folly, the end of this society, the end of the quote unquote privileges, the pedestal, the benefits, the vintage, all of that. That's why in Isaiah 32, it tells you to rise up, ye women that are at ease. There's a reason. That is a warning to you. Okay? Telling you, get out of that lackadaisical la la land mindset. Oh, I don't got to pay bills. I'm going to just use OnlyFans and do this. All of those things are going to come back at you. They're going to come back at you. You got to start thinking, man. Man, I got a kid. It's just me. I got to do something. That independent woman shit, that feminist shit, that's going to get you messed up bad. It's going to get you messed up bad. There was another story of a woman who she lived by herself, and she got a text from the maintenance guy. I think it was the maintenance guy. She got a text from the maintenance guy talking about something. I'm coming over. She's like, well, what do you mean you're coming over? Do you have to fix something? He's like, nah, I just miss you. I want to see your face. He's like, can I come in? She's like, oh no. He's like, don't worry, it's too late. I'm already here. She's talking about she's gonna call the cops and so on and so forth. But he's a maintenance guy, right? So he can come into her crib, right? Under the guise of coming to fix something. And then the more he comes to fix things, he realizes, oh, he may ask a question or two. He realizes, oh, she lives by herself. Oh, she lives here. Oh, she's bad. Oh, And then you're gonna have people that don't use this. You living by yourself, that's bad enough. You got the maintenance guy coming over and look at the way you dressed. You in booty shorts and a freaking tank top or crop top or whatever the case is, walking around the maintenance. Now, let's say some shit goes down, and next thing you know, you see him at your crib. You know, yo, man, a lot of things are going on to where you need to use your head, man. You gotta use your brain. Stop walking around like airheads because everything is handed. The only reason things are fine and a lot of people aren't victimized is because of this so-called system. But as you can see, they're crashing and crumbling this system. All right, which means that the evil days are right around the corner. Really, you're staring the evil days in the face. All right, so really what you should do is if, you know, for a lot of these wicked women out there, what really they should do is repent and seek the Lord and pray that he pairs them up with a man of the Lord, because even a lot of these individuals out there, if the Lord is not with them, they're gonna be put to death, as we're gonna read. You know, whether it's your father or your brother or your man or your cousin or whatever the case may be. And you're going to be by yourself. And that's one thing a lot of women fear, man, to be alone. All right? You got some people that can't even go to the movie theaters by themselves. How much more for you? You're hearing gunshots go off. You know, you're hearing glass being broken. You're hearing screams. You know, you're hearing fires. You're smelling, just smoke. The skies are orange. The lights are out. You know, it's getting dark. There's no food. All these things going on, and you're by yourself. Shit. You know, if you're walking and maybe you're walking with a chick and something sudden happens, chances are, if it's scary, she's grabbing onto you. It doesn't make you be the weakest dude in the, she grabbing onto you. You know. So now imagine a worse situation and you by yourself and it's nighttime. It's not going to be good, man, except the Lord have mercy on you. You're not going to be in a good position. There's going to be a very painful reality, man. And when people start thinking in that mindset of survival first, when survival instincts kick in, it doesn't matter how bad or how good you look. You know, it's about survival. So now ask yourself, if my whole life I've been getting whatever I want because of my looks, right? People do this for me. You may think, oh, this man is so kind, you know, but he's doing it because he likes you and you know that, but you're using him and all this. And people are used to that kind of life, right? When the food scarcity kicks in and there's only, let's say, one sandwich over there and it's you and some other individual, do you think the individual is going to say, he's hungry as hell, you hungry as hell, but he's going to stop and say, you know what, I'm hungry, but you're a beautiful woman. So let me pass you that and you can eat that. You don't know this guy. He doesn't know you. Why would he do that for you? You know what he's going to do? He's going to see your ass. He's going to eat the food and then he's going to come get your ass because he doesn't need to be nice to you. He doesn't need to be polite to you. He doesn't need to do anything for you. Because what are you going to do if he turns around and says, I want you? He doesn't need to bargain. He doesn't need anything. You know? And what are you going to use then? He's hungry. Hunger triumphs heat. He's burning, you know, wanting to get a piece of that. Hunger triumphs that. When he's hungry, that's the first thing on his mind. So why would he sacrifice his food for you? He wouldn't. See? But if the Lord has mercy on you and pairs you with somebody that, you know, the Lord puts a spirit on to care, then they will provide for you. That's why in Isaiah 4:1, you're going to have those women seeking, all right, that protection. Because what reason would some random stranger that you meet in a time of chaos have to protect you? You by yourself. Why would he want to protect you? You might just be a prey and he might be the predator. You don't know. You see? So now this is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly. All right? Meaning the way you live your life. That haughty lifestyle has to go out the window. Okay? The way you dress, you have to really think about that. You will have a woman walking at 3 a.m. in a quiet-ass area, dressed with a mini skirt, a freaking mini skirt or a dress that's mad short that she, you walk in and you see women, they constantly pulling down their dress. If it's too short, why are you wearing it? If you got to constantly keep pulling it down, why the hell are you wearing it? You know? And then she sees a group of guys in the corner somewhere, but her dumb ass gonna walk right past them. Because she's a feminist. Ain't nothing they can do to her. She got 911 on speed dial. You know what I'm saying? She could walk past them and talk all her shit. You know, don't touch me. I got a man. Them dudes, 3 a.m., you're done. You know? And then you call 911, and then maybe 3 days later, they might try to see. But there's going to be so many of these cases going on that then yours is not going to be special. You know, they're not going to have enough people. Yours is not going to be special. They're not going to look into it and try to get to the deep. You know, you're just going to be another victim of a whole bunch of other victims because they're going to have more problems to worry about. So when we say all hell is breaking loose, we mean exactly that. And there's going to be only one way. And that's why the scriptures say the just shall live by faith. The just shall live by faith. All right. So as it says, walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. So we know that the days are evil. And we know that in that time, when it comes to survival first, you know what comes with that? That's saying survival of the fittest, right? Survival of the fittest. So, I mean, pretty sure if you see like a gang of dudes coming at you, you're not going to try to stand there and fight them, right? But let's see. Let's go to the book of Micah, because this is a reality. A lot of people don't like to talk about it and they don't like to think about it. You know, I know especially a lot of women don't like to hear stuff like that or think about it because it makes them feel more vulnerable. You know, it makes them scared. You know, some of them would get mad because they don't want to accept that that's actually a reality. They don't like to feel helpless. You know, like, shit, if that happened, I really wouldn't know what to do. I really wouldn't be able to do anything. You know, so they'll just, nah, whatever, shut up. I don't want to hear that. But that's the reality. What you should do is acknowledge that, you know what, that's true. What can I do to prevent myself from getting in this situation? Okay? And it first starts by turning to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? And if you got a man of the Lord, you better not be giving him hell. Because in Ezekiel 9:4 it says, come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Okay? And in the book of Timothy, it tells you she shall be saved in childbearing. So if you are out here and you know your man is serving the Lord and you giving him problems, what you think is going to happen to you? This is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down in the mire of the streets. So the Lord said in Isaiah 65 that his servants are going to eat. His servants are going to drink. You know, his servants are going to be rejoicing for joy of heart. But in the opposite is going to be happening to those that didn't serve the Lord. So when they see all these prophecies, they see the things that we've been warning about, the things that we were called crazy for. Oh, he looks too rough. Oh, he says, you're not going to want to be with some, you know, some worldly dude, because you know what's going to happen? A lot of these worldly dudes that are so tough and gangster and ghetto, you know, and talk all that shit. Yo, what's up? You know all that? When that happens, as the scriptures say, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. They're going to be afraid. You know, they're going to be out here looking to run behind you. They're going to be screaming louder than you. And you standing there like, shit, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do then? You know, what's the guarantee that your man ain't going to dip and leave your ass behind? That's right. Men shall be as women. So that reality, man, that shocker is going to start hitting a lot of people. And when they see it, what? Shame shall cover her, because all the reality is going to set in. Boom, 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 boom. You know, and anybody, if you're a dude, even if you're a woman, but if you're a dude, you got a woman, you know that the one of the main things is attention. They always want attention. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know where you at. They want to be with you. They want to grab you. They want to hold you. They want to just breathe the same air you breathe in 24/7. And that's just regular, right? So when the time comes when they're afraid and they're scared, You think if even if you say, yo, go down the block, go cut the corner, use the bathroom, I'm gonna be right here. You think they're gonna do that? Yo, say come stand right, just stand right there. You just stand right there. I wanna hear that you're standing right there, and then you can look the other way if whatever, and then you know, because it's gonna be scary, man. Even men will be afraid. Everybody will be afraid. Let me put it like that. Everybody will be afraid. That's why the Lord is gonna need to put his spirit upon us to have that stability, because the body initially goes into that fight or flight response, you know, and it moves based on instinct to survive. So we're gonna need the spirit of the Lord to boom, to calm you down, so you think, hold on, wait, no, let's stop, let's go this way, you know, because as it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. The wisdom and knowledge of the Lord comes with a spirit. All right, it comes with a spirit that you can utilize through faith. But not a lot of people have that. So they're not going to be stable. They're going to be bugging out their minds. And at that point, whether you poked up or not, that's not really going to do much for you. Okay? If there's a famine and everybody's struggling, hey, my man, it doesn't matter how many shots you got, ain't no food to eat. You can have exclusive premium access to the supermarket. If there's no food there, then what does it benefit you? What really does it benefit you? This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, starting at verse 33. It says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. What's going to happen to their husbands? They're going to be put to death. All right? It says, their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Okay? Because you're gonna have wars going on. You're gonna have people getting drafted. You amidst actual wars, you're gonna have race wars and race riots and all these civil wars and so on and so forth. And a lot of people are gonna die in that. Okay? They're gonna be getting killed left and right. You may be with somebody that may be, helping you out, and then all of a sudden the Lord has judgment come upon them and they die. Now you by yourself. It says it right here that they're gonna mourn having no husbands. Okay? And then their husbands shall perish of famine. So, and then the scriptures say many on the earth shall perish of famine. So there's gonna be a lot of death. There's gonna be a great amount of death. And only those, that's why in Isaiah 13, the scriptures say that the Lord said he's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. All right, shalom, shalom, Yahweh Shem El Shai Brakatham to you all. Okay, now let's go there real quick. So, see, at that point, swallowing your pride, that's not going to be a problem. Trust me, it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be quick. It's going to happen like that. Now it may seem, a little, interesting to see because of the way they are now, but it's because of conditions and circumstances. All right. People change based on circumstance. When things get difficult, people become different. When things are easy, people become different. So when things get difficult and it gets intense, humility, quick. No, people don't really talk shit when they catching hell. They don't talk shit when they catching hell. They're calm, they're quiet, they're willing to do whatever they're told. This is Isaiah 13 and verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Now think about this, right? Let's say from a woman's perspective, right? So you have, number one, understand that when you're living in a post-apocalyptic world, I'll give you an example, maybe like The Walking Dead or like some movie where something happens, some catastrophe happens, disease whatever, and it wipes out a lot of people, and people have to start living in a radical way to survive. Right? In situations like that, because a lot of people are dying off, it doesn't matter what women look like, to people in that time. A lot of them are just like, look, she a woman, that's it. That's you people will fight over, flat chest, flat ass, all of that. They don't care. But they'll fight over it. Okay, so don't worry about, well, I'm ugly, or I'm not too appealing to look at. In that time, people ain't really gonna care. You got some people out there, man. So that's number one. So all hell is breaking loose. You don't know who you can and cannot trust per se, because your next door neighbor, who might be the nicest guy in the world, you know, he might see you and, "Oh, what's up?" You know, he might be on some what's that? The Purge. This, I think it was the second Purge, where that individual called Diego was in there. It was with the mother and her daughter. Okay, for those that have seen it, if you haven't, just look up the Purge Diego's Night, and you'll see, you'll see this individual who pretty much lived in the same building as these two women, and I guess he would always try to, you know, holler at them, but they would just brush him off. And then when the night of the Purge came, he saved up and got him a nice shotgun and came and paid them a visit. You know, he was going around looking for them. And you know what he told him? He told him it's Diego's night. All right? It's Diego's night. So that's going to be the theme for a lot of women. It's going to be Diego's night for you. All right? So now you don't know who you can and cannot trust, because for the most part, a lot of people are just after your ass. Somebody might, yo, come with me, come with me. Like in the TV show Black Summer, I think that's what it's called, Black Summer. It's where there's an outbreak and so on and so forth. There was a scene where there was this old woman, and she was driving, and then, you know, all hell's breaking loose. So she's driving, and then some dude comes across her, and he's knocking on the window, and he's talking to her, and he's like, "Look, I'm not one of the bad guys. I'm one of the good guys. You know, I'm one of the good guys. You know, I'm here. I'll help you. I know where you're talking about. I could take you there. Look, you need a man. You know, it's bad. You know, you an old woman. You need somebody to protect you. Man, I'm a Christian. You know, I believe in God. I won't hurt you." She's like, "Don't screw me over." He's like, "I won't." Okay. So she moves over. He gets in the driver's seat. He gets the keys. And then he puts his hand on the wheel, and then he just gets quiet for a while. And he just tells her, his voice changes and everything. He's like, "Get out." She's like, what do you mean?" And he just wows out. "I said, get out the car, you stupid bitch." You know, he starts going in. And she's on some like, damn, like, what the hell? Because in that time, you don't know who's going to do that to you. Somebody might just swindle you that way. Somebody might see you in trouble and might say, "Yo, come with me, I got you." You thinking, "Oh, yes, please." And you follow him, and then he's leading you into another trap. You get there, and then the door closes behind you, and then now you're dealing with another predator. See, that's on a low level. That's an example also of Amos 5:19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or he fled from the bear, went and leaned his hand on the wall, and the snake bit him. Because you run. What is a lion? What is the danger of a lion? It can kill you. It's life threatening, right? And if you run from that and you run into a bear, that's also another life threatening situation. You know, so you're running from danger to danger, danger to danger, just like that. You may be running from a group of guys and thinking this guy's going to deliver you, but then he's another danger. Now you stuck in his basement, you know, and now you're a sex slave somewhere, and nobody knows where you at. You don't know where your family's at. You don't know where any of these, you don't know what's going on. So that's one example. So as all these things are going on, you don't know who's watching you. You see, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who has freaking pictures of you, and because those things are real. You know, you may think, "Oh yeah, that's just movies and shows." No, no, no. You got creeps. They got pictures of you when you were here. When you were here, they drawing. They got the lines. They got the push pins, and they connecting here, and they found out your location is here. They found out that your father lives here. They found out that you like to go to this area. You know, they hacking into your IP, all that. Look, man. So next thing you know, you see somebody thinking it's coincidence, and this dude been watching you for years. Those things are real, man. So people's worst nightmares are going to be before them. Now, after you're going through all of that, running around, not knowing who you can trust, maybe you find somebody good or your relative, and then they die, and you're hungry, and you don't know what to do. And then you come across a man who doesn't, he's not looking at you like I'm trying to use you or whatever the case may be. He doesn't look like, how everybody else looks. He looks, you just feel the energy of protection, of safety. Like, this person could, I gotta. When you find a man like that, a man of the Lord, Maybe something goes down and the spirit just jumps on him. He just takes out a whole freaking gang of freaking 50 people with spiritual power or something, you know? Or you just see him turn stone into bread or into food. You think that you see somebody like that, you're like, hold up. Did you just see that? You think you're gonna turn around and say, nah, I'm gonna go the other way? Hell no. That is gonna be what you're looking for. Somebody that can protect you. Somebody that the Lord puts a spirit on them will be willing to do that. Somebody that can provide for you and all of that. So that's why a man of the Lord is going to be more precious than fine gold, because the Lord is going to protect his men. He's going to provide for his men. He's going to direct his men. So you're going to want to be under that hedge so you can reap some of those benefits as well. You see? So as the scriptures say, a man shall be more precious than fine gold. At that time, it ain't going to be, oh, he's just a dude in garments. He looks rough. No. Looks out the question. They're not going to be worried about looks. All right? So it's not going to be a hard thing. It's an easy thing for the Lord to humble people, man. It's going to be an easy thing. And now, since we're in Isaiah 13, I'm going to finish it off here in the 15th verse. Isaiah 13 and 15. It says here, every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Okay? And you're going to have people that are also going to be killing people. Oh, I'm pregnant. They don't care. Pow, pow. Oh, they don't care. People are going to be killing people, man. Verse 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. You might see your child get abused before you, and then they might get killed in front of you. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. When you look up the word ravish, it means to rape, to take, to lie down with force. All right? And just like that lady on that train couldn't do anything about it, and I bet she was hoping that somebody would say something and do something, because it's a train with people on it, and nobody did anything. Guess what? In reality, when all hell breaks loose, you're going to be having 1,000,001 cases of just everything that can go wrong going wrong. And if you're not of the Lord's elect, you asked out, man. You are asked out. So, like the title said, stop using your body and start using your brains. Stop thinking that because society tells you that it's okay to do this and do that, and no, you can do whatever a man can do, and you are this, and you are great, and you are a strong, independent woman. You have to use your mind, your brain, because a strong, independent woman, doesn't matter how strong and independent you are, you can always end up in that situation. That lady could have been you. The Lord can judge your ass. The Lord doesn't, oh shit, she's strong and black. Damn, hold up, wait 1 second. No, she's good. I don't want no beef. I don't want no smoke with her. Hell no. A lot of these women talk like they could fight the Most High. Like they got smoke for the Lord. But when the judgments start coming down, the reality will set in. And at that point, it doesn't matter how pretty your face is, how big your boobs are, how fat your ass is. That's not going to do anything for you. If anything, it'll make you a target. You're not going to want to step out, because if people see you, they're going to want to come get you. So hard times are coming, man. Hard times are coming. And there's going to be a lot of horrific judgments going out left and right. Okay, getting a lot of people. So that was pretty much it. That was the lesson that the Spirit gave me. Lord willing, that was edifying unto the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Use your brains, as the scriptures say, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. All right, so till next time, shalom.